Hi, my name is Marshall, and I'm here with my friends Amelia and Antoine, and we're here in Omotesando in Tokyo, doing everyone's favorite thing on a Friday, only slightly before 5 p.m., drinking beer. So, beer in general, but particularly Japanese beer, has gotten way popular over the past few years, and Japan has a really great beer culture, and also in Japan there's a great craft beer culture. We're going to be trying beer, letting you know which ones we like, which ones you should try, and maybe even which ones you should get at your local supermarket. If you like the content that we're producing today and the other videos in this series, please don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and get your notifications going to make sure you always know when the crew here is putting out great new content. So to kick things off, we're going to start with the classics of Japanese beer. You can't talk Japanese beer without trying out Asahi, Kirin, Ebisu, and Sapporo. These are the big four in Japanese beer culture. So we're going to kick things off with Asahi. Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Cheers. What do you think, Antoine?
I already know this one, Asahi. We have some in France. So this one is very famous. I like it. It's light.
It goes well with like fried foods. It's got like a really crisp taste. I mean, it's one of those things that as soon as you drink it, you know you're drinking Asahi. It's got a really particular flavor. They call it super dry. They're not just calling that for no reason. It's a really distinct lager. It's like the classic Japanese beer.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, it doesn't have any of the bitter aftertaste that I know a lot of the cheaper brands have. So,
yeah, it goes down easy, that's for sure. So next up, we've got Kirin. Depending on who you talk to, this is going to be the best or second best, same thing with popularity, beer in Japan. It's very similar to Asahi, but slightly different. So let's see how it tastes.
I think it's quite the same of Asahi. It's light and fresh too.
I like this one better. I think it's a little bit smoother, maybe a little bit lighter.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference between this and Asahi for me are in the sharpness. You know, there's that really intense mouthfeel you get as soon as you start drinking Asahi that Kirin doesn't really have. All right, so next up we've got Ebisu. I've actually never had this beer, so I'm very excited to try this. I like the traditional fisherman with a good catch of the day, so maybe this goes well with fish. Everyone, kanpai.
Kanpai.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Never had this one before, but gotta say, strong contender from the man with the fish.
This one is really different.
Yeah. It's got a little bit more of like a hoppy flavor. Yeah. Not like as intense as an IPA, because it's definitely still a lager, but it's a little more full of a flavor.
It's definitely more flavor, it's stronger. I think I'd go for this one.
Yeah.
Drink it again.
It's pretty good. So, with our final of the big four Japanese beers, we've got Sapporo. So this is bottled and brewed up north in the island of Hokkaido. So we've got our glasses here of Sapporo, and let's give it a go. Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Interesting. I think that's like kind of a mix between Ebisu and Kirin in like some ways, in terms of the sharpness versus the kind of hoppy flavor.
It's kind of like a bit of an aftertaste. Like it tastes a bit lighter and then it's got that stronger aftertaste. Yeah,
it kind of sits there. But I gotta say, in terms of color, I don't think I could tell the difference between any of these beers in a cup.
Yeah.
Like if all four of these were put in front of me without these cans, I think you could like basically put any of them in my hand, tell me it was any of the four, and I would believe you.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the craft beers. So I've actually had none of these beers. Have any of you guys?
No.
Oh, no.
So very excited to try some of what the newer, smaller breweries in Japan have going. Yeah. So first up, we're going to be doing the Yona Yona Ale, made by Kuruizawa over in Nagano, which, if any of you guys like to snowboard, ski, is actually where they had the Winter Olympics. Kanpai, everybody.
Kanpai.
Well, that is not a lager. First things first, I gotta say, that tastes way different immediately when it hits your mouth as any of the other beers we've had. Also, just in terms of the cup, much darker brew. What do you think, Anthony?
Yeah, it's much like an APA or...
Yeah, definitely more of a weedy and hoppier flavor. It definitely has a much more distinct flavor, but also kind of consistency. It's a little less carbonated than I think some of the other beers we've had.
It smells a little bit and tastes a little bit fruity to me.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, but I think you're totally right.
A little bit sweeter than the other ones.
And honestly, just a really solid first brew. So Japanese craft beer off to a great start. All right, next up, we've got the Ao Oni, which in English translates to Blue Demon. It's an IPA with, honestly, just a gorgeous can. And I don't know about you guys, but very excited to see what this looks like with a can like that. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that has that's distinctly fruity. Honestly, I really don't like IPAs. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't prepared to dislike this. But, it's not as hoppy as a lot of the other IPAs that have. Like, it doesn't have that visceral flavor of hops.
I reckon it's sweeter than the other one.
Yeah.
Like, definitely darker again, but yeah, definitely still fruity.
Yeah, honestly, like there's kind of like a hint of brown sugar.
Yeah.
Something like that. That gives it a really smooth taste. Great beer and great consistency and overall experience of drinking. Next up, we have the Naogahama IPA Special. It's the second IPA we're going to be tasting today. As per most of the craft beers here, I don't think any of us have had this one before. Very nice, kind of relaxing can, so maybe it'll be a little different from the previous IPA. That's good. It's got like a darker complexion, almost like kind of a nuttiness to it. What do you think, Megan?
Yeah, it's a little bit different to the other one. I wouldn't describe it as sweet, but yeah, would you say nutty?
Nutty, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely more hoppy than the previous IPA, but still smooth.
There's aftertaste. I don't really like it so much. It's bitter.
It's also kind of like sitting in my mouth. It's not really going down with the rest of the beer. Like I'm kind of looking at this cup and I'm not sure if I want to keep drinking it. That initial sip was pretty good, but it definitely has a strong aftertaste. Lingers.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we've got Ichigo Beer's Black Tea IPA. I'm actually going to flip this one around for you guys because I don't know if the beer is good. I hope it is, but there's definitely a story. We've got a hedgehog, as I've been told, pouring tea into an elephant's cup, which if that doesn't say craft beer to you, I don't know what does. And we've got a goat on this side, so, I mean, definitely compelling packaging. Wow. I've never had a beer that tasted almost like black tea, but true to form, this is definitely one of the more unique beers I've had. There's that really strong flavor of black tea that goes actually really well with the hoppiness of the IPA. What do you think, guys?
I thought I would like it, but I really don't. I think I like it less than the other one.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Antoine?
Yeah, I don't like it, but it's maybe because I don't like tea in France. For example, iced tea, it's with sugar and not air, so it's like bitter and there's no flavor, It's really interesting, but no, not for me.
Well, they're both wrong. This is delicious. And for all you folks out there that are looking for like a very uniquely Japanese microbrew, gotta say this Black Tea IPA, one of the most unique beers I've had. That's actually really good.
I agree. For people who like tea.
Just not you, because you don't like tea.
Yeah.
It's on the list of must try, but maybe not for everyone.
Maybe not finished.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our beer tasting on the day. If you like this video and are looking for more content, interesting experiences, and overall info about Japan, some of the rich culture that they have, and overall just great ways to have fun, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and check out the links in the comments for ways to buy these beers, and also find unique, hole-in-the-wall, and unseen experiences for your next trip to Japan. Thanks again. Looking forward to seeing you next time. じゃあ、次のビールは長浜の IPA です。このビール飲んだことないなんですけど、美味しそうだから、飲みに楽しみです。じゃあ、長浜の IPA です。